Hello everyone, Casey here, and welcome to my review for the Human Centipede 3. The Human Centipede 3 is... Wait, really? I'm doing a review on this garbage now? Well, I guess things are a bit slow, so why not? The Human Centipede 3 is the third and hopefully final chapter in the Human Centipede trilogy, created and directed by Tom Six. If you're unfamiliar with the concept of the Human Centipede, I'll fill you in. In short, the movies are always about stitching and sewing a group of people's ass to their mouths. Literally connecting people's mouths to asses. Yeah. That's the concept in a nutshell. But you know what? In a weird and twisted way, I kind of enjoyed the first movie, and the second one was okay too. They were gross and really messed up, but the movies almost knew that they were, and often played to their strong suits, adding almost a weird bit of charm, if you dare call it, to the crazy repulsiveness. However, in the Human Centipede 3, all of that fun went right down the toilet. One of the weakest points in the Human Centipede series has always been the acting, whether it's due to the premise of the movie and no one with half a brain cell would want their name attached to a film like that, or maybe just because of really bad writing or bad directing. Maybe it's a combination of all of it. Luckily, the movies typically didn't have much dialogue and focused mostly on the gore and the victims. That was until the newest installment came about. The Human Centipede 3 casts aside most of its gore and creativeness and adopts a much more story-driven approach. I hope you could feel the air quotations around that. What does this mean? It means that you will get a gross-out movie with very little gross-out scenes, but they are replaced with scenes with lots and lots and lots of really bad acting. Like the kind of bad acting I have nightmares about.
Not when I'm eating my house food. What?
Sir, prisoner 297 is about to wake up.
The moment of truth.
So what does the Human Centipede 3 have going for it then? Well, it surely makes you feel like it's hot there. And this really isn't a stab, but honestly the one compliment I can muster up for this movie. The movie, for the most part, is shot pretty well. The filters and angles make you feel hot and makes it almost seem hard to breathe. So while it may technically be good from a cinematography level, that's really all I can say positive about it. The characters are bland with really only one personality trait, which is typically just insane. The plot is the same rehashed nonsense from the first two films, but this time it's just set in a prison, attaching 500 inmates together. Somehow the special effects in this one also seem to take a step back in quality. I'd show you what I mean, but seeing what the nature of the movie is, I can't rightfully do so on here. But it seems like the prosthetics they use just don't look right. Maybe it was the same in the second movie too, which is why they decided to make the whole damn thing in black and white. Who knows? At the end of the day, the Human Centipede movies really just have one thing going for them. They're gross. Something funny to turn on with friends and see what their reactions are. But Human Centipede 3 isn't even that. It's just all around bad. I found myself bored to tears for the hour and 40-minute runtime. An hour and 40 minutes, and there are two, count them, two gross out scenes. You had one job, Human Centipede, and you couldn't even do that right. Now I do understand that Tom Six said that he wanted to try to move the series into a different direction with this installment, which I originally thought would be pretty cool. Maybe a more realistic and grungy approach. He stated that there wouldn't be as much gore and that it would focus on the story a little bit more, which again excited me. I was hoping that he could maybe put a truly interesting and unique spin on the concept and make it more into a horror movie and less of a torture porn flick. But no, it was misstep after misstep. Maybe if he had chosen different actors, someone that could portray any other emotion besides bland. Maybe if he directed the film to have a little bit less yelling. Literally almost every time the main character is on screen, he's freaking yelling.
Fuck yourself! You imbecile, communist, zombie cunt! Nobody insults me like that. I'll stuff your beggy homosexual shithole with Cuban cigars up to your throat.
Maybe if you had tried just a little bit harder, it could have been something decent. But who knows, maybe this is Tom Six at his best. But no, at the end, instead we get a gimped, gross-out movie with horrible everything. There are no redeeming elements to the Human Centipede 3. Besides, maybe like I said earlier, it was filmed pretty well. So what is the final score for the Human Centipede 3? The Human Centipede 3 gets a 2 out of 10. A movie that no one should see. I barely could sit through it, and I wouldn't recommend anyone else to try. I hope you enjoyed this review for Human Centipede 3, and if you did, please be sure to click that like button and subscribe to stay up to date with our latest videos and reviews. Well, until next time, guys.